So let's talk about a skill that is absolutely fundamental to navigating life. I'm talking about problem solving. And no, this isn't just about homework or puzzles. It's about how you get from point A to point B when life throws a curveball. Let's dive in.
You know the feeling, right? You're cruising along, making progress on something important, and then bam, you hit a wall. Suddenly, you're not sure what to do next, and everything just grinds to a halt. It's a feeling we've all had. I want you to try a little thought experiment with me. Picture your life as a map. On that map, all of your goals, big and small, are the destinations. You know, things like finishing a big project, getting healthier, or even fixing a strained friendship. Now, using this map analogy, a problem is really just a roadblock. It's that unexpected obstacle that pops up and suddenly makes the path to your destination totally unclear or even completely blocked off. And this is why this is such a powerful skill. Problem solving isn't just about staring at that roadblock and feeling frustrated. It's the skill of picking up a pen and actually drawing a new route on your map. It's about finding a detour. So why does getting good at this matter so much? Well, because becoming a master problem solver has these incredible ripple effects into every single part of your life. Let's look at some of the biggest ones. First off, let's talk about your mental health. The research is super clear on this. When you feel capable of handling challenges, your stress levels go way down. It gives you this amazing sense of control, which is a huge factor in reducing feelings of anxiety and depression. And it doesn't stop with you. It's huge for your relationships too. I mean, think about it. Navigating a disagreement with a partner, collaborating with coworkers, supporting a friend through a tough time. These are all social problems. The better you are at solving them, the stronger and healthier your connections will be. And the benefits just keep stacking up. Studies have shown that good problem solvers tend to do better in school and can even have better health outcomes. For instance, they're often more effective at managing long-term health issues. It's a skill that truly pays off everywhere. Okay, so we've been using this word problem a lot, but let's get a little more precise. What really counts as a problem? All right, let's get a little technical for a second. According to the research, a problem isn't just a minor annoyance. It's a situation where your usual bag of tricks doesn't work. You don't have an immediate, obvious answer. That's the key thing. The solution isn't just sitting there waiting for you.
So, if the answer isn't obvious, what do you do? Well, for a long time, this classic 5-step model has been the gold standard. You figure out what the real issue is, you brainstorm a bunch of options, you think through the consequences, pick the best one, and then, and this part is crucial, you check to see if it actually works.
But of course, not all roadblocks are the same size, right? The strategy you use for a simple, straightforward issue is going to be totally different from how you'd handle a messy, complex one. And knowing the difference is key. You can really see the difference here. Simple problems, they usually have a known, clear solution. But complex problems, especially the ones involving other people, are happening in these dynamic, constantly changing situations. The best solution often isn't clear at all, and you kind of have to figure it out as you go. And that ability to handle the complex stuff, well, it's not something we're just born with. Nope. It's a skill that we develop over our entire lives, starting from the very beginning. Just look at how this unfolds. As babies, we literally just use trial and error. Then, as little kids, we need grown-ups to show us the way. By around 7 or so, we can start to tackle more complicated things on our own. And then, as teenagers, we develop what's called fluid reasoning, that ability to think abstractly and adapt on the fly, which is just essential for life's biggest challenges. It's a real journey. Okay, that's enough theory. Let's make this super practical. We're going to take that classic model and streamline it into a 4-step blueprint you can use for pretty much any roadblock you hit. Step 1 is to understand, and I mean really, truly understand. Before you jump to any solutions, you have to get specific. The problem isn't I'm stressed at work. The real problem might be I have 3 major project deadlines and they're all due on the same day. See the difference? Naming the specific roadblock is everything. Now that you know the exact problem, it's time to plan and solve. This is where you brainstorm. For those 3 deadlines, could you ask for an extension, delegate some tasks, block out your calendar, write down every single idea, even the crazy ones? And please, remember you don't have to do this alone. Talk to a boss, a mentor, a friend. Use your resources. Okay, step 3 is check. This is the one everybody skips, and it's so important. You picked a solution. Let's say you delegated some work. Now you have to check in. Did it actually help? Is the roadblock gone?
If not, that's not a failure. It's just information. It tells you it's time to go back to your plan and try something else.
And finally, step 4, review. The real goal here isn't just to fix this one single problem. It's to get smarter for the next one. So what did you learn? Maybe you learned that you need to speak up about your workload earlier. That insight turns one stressful week into a powerful lesson for your whole career. So we have our blueprint, we have our strategies, but there is one final piece to this puzzle. And honestly, it might just be the secret ingredient to all of this: your mindset. This quote just says it all. Your belief in yourself, your perception of your own ability to solve problems, is a massive predictor of whether you'll actually succeed. If you go into a situation believing you can figure it out, you are so much more likely to stick with it and find a way through. Believing you can draw a new route is half the battle. So I want to leave you with this question. Now that you have this blueprint and this new way of thinking, what's a roadblock in your life? Could be big, could be small, that you feel ready to tackle. What new route are you going to draw on your map starting today?